I feel so awkward filming on camera in public. Bravery, bravery. You got this. The older I get, the more I realize that life is truly about the small things. I would say I've always been a pretty ambitious person, like since childhood. So I always really thought the huge milestones were the equivalent to happiness. If you find that perfect job, that perfect spouse, that $1 million check, like I just really thought that's what you need. And honestly, a part of me still believes it, even though I try to fight it every day. But that's what I thought equated happiness and like joy on a daily basis. And that's not to say like I'm in a place of true privilege right now, because I'm working my dream job. I get to choose my own hours. I'm making a pretty good income off of this job. Like it really does tick off the boxes. But when things were going well last year, like I was really in a rough state because I think I was just so overcome with greed and obsession about constant growth, and it was tough. Although in some ways, like my dreams have come true thanks to you all. Yeah, I was not very fulfilled, constantly thinking about the next big thing, and it just really was not good for me. And I wanted to come into this year with a really different mindset, and it has been really effective. Like this year, I feel like I've been happier and healthier than I have been in a really long time. And it doesn't feel like a fake adrenaline high where when something really good happens, you get that really good text, or that you find out about something, or you come upon something really good and you get that like adrenaline high. It doesn't feel like that. Like the thing I've been feeling lately is just like peaceful, quiet happiness, and incrementally, like it just makes my weeks and my months a lot more joyful. Just true, real, quiet, peaceful happiness. So I thought I could share some of the things that I feel like have really made my life so much more joyful. Some are material things, some are just practices that I've been doing that has just been giving me little drops of joy, and at the end of the week, like my cup feels more filled, if that makes sense. So yeah, I'm only showing you a handful today, but I feel like if you like this kind of video, I can make more. So let's get into the happiness things. So I split all these things up into categories. First, I did food, then health and beauty, and then work, productivity, tech stuff. So those are the 3 buckets that I kind of made. First one is this healthy waffle or healthy pancake breakfast. You guys, this breakfast has changed my life. So I've never been a breakfast person my entire life. Actually, growing up as a kid, I would get mad at my mom whenever she would call us down for breakfast and make us eat breakfast because I wasn't hungry, and I just hated breakfast. I literally, through my childhood, teens, 20s, barely ate breakfast. And as I've gotten into my 30s, I'm kind of realizing that's probably not the healthiest for me. I think if you intermittent fast and that works for your body, that's totally fine. But I kind of realized, okay, I get headaches a lot. Like my body doesn't feel as regulated. So I read that it is important to eat a good hearty breakfast. So I kind of started to try, and I really think it changed my day-to-day. Like truly, if you go physically into work every morning, I do think this breakfast is a little difficult because it's like a platter, but I think this breakfast is perfect for people who work from home, or if you want to just save it for off day or weekend breakfast. It's changed my life, and it's so good, and it's so hearty, and it is really healthy for you. So I'll link the waffle/pancake recipe down below. And I do it with turkey bacon and scrambled eggs. I also put some berries on top of my waffle. I feel like the waffle itself is sweet enough where I don't need maple syrup or honey, but if you want, you can add that. Yeah, I just can't recommend this recipe enough, and can't recommend starting your day with this meal. Like it just makes me feel so energized, and it keeps me full for a while. What I'll do is on a quiet Sunday evening, I'm wearing comfy clothes. I'm showered, I'm in my cozy hoodie. It's a very peaceful, restful evening. I have a fun show going, my waffle maker, and and make a batch of these waffles or pancakes. I bought this mini waffle maker from Costco and it's just so therapeutic. I stand there in the kitchen watching my show and making my waffles. And it's perfect. All I have to do is put them in the air fryer or the microwave throughout the week. Chef's kiss. Next is I am doing a Banchan series, and for those of you that don't know, in Korean food there is a dish called Banchan, which means side dish. And Banchan is so perfect for like lazy days. You just make a batch, and if you have rice, it could be instant rice, it could be cold rice that you microwave, or fresh rice. Like pairing it up with a Banchan and just frying an egg, it's the best. Like it's so good for lazy days. And I have a Banchan series going on in my short form content or on my Instagram or TikTok, so you can find the recipes there. But I've already made like a handful of some of my favorites, and I feel like people really enjoy them, so go check out my Banchan series. Okay, the next food related one is this bowl. This is the best $2 investment I have made. So we eat a lot of rice in this house. This is actually made to be like a rice rinsing bowl. So as you see, it has like strainers here at the end of it, but then overall it's just like a regular big washing bowl, if you will. And it's so perfect. Like I don't just use this for rice only. I also use it for fruits, veggies, like if you ever need to clean it and you just don't want to just run it through the water, you actually want to soak it in like baking soda or vinegar or whatever methods of cleaning that you do for your produce. Like, it's so perfect, and you just pour it out. Like, I love it so much. Which is so funny because we got this one in Korea, but I did find similar ones on Amazon or Temu if you are interested. We also gave one to my in-laws and they love it. My husband grabbed this in Korea and I was like, no way, we have way too much stuff. I don't want to add this skipping bowl into our huge mound of things I'm gonna take back to the States. And it's the thing I use the most. Thank God my husband likes to shop because I love this so much. Like, it's just improved my food prep life. Okay, moving on to beauty or makeup. I wanted to share my favorite toner right now. So it is this rice toner from I'm From. It is so incredible. Like, look how much I've already used up. I already ordered my second bottle. I think this is gonna be my go-to toner from now on. So here's the thing. If you have dry skin and you haven't figured out if you lack oil or if you lack water, if you wanna just kind of test out what more you need, this is more for dehydrated dry skin. So it means like your skin lacks water. And this locks in so much moisture and hydration throughout the day. Like, I love it so much. I'm also a huge fan of the Laneige cream milk toner, but I think I like this one better. So, highly, highly recommend for anyone who's looking for a toner or just looking to make their skin feel like it's drank a bunch of water. Okay, so a runner-up for skincare is this Madagascar Centella Ampoule. I wasn't gonna include this, but I did. I mean, as you can see, like, I use it pretty frequently, almost every night, but I've barely used up all this bottle. I have been getting more compliments on my skin, and I've really only changed my toner and I've started using this, so maybe this has helped me. Like, me personally, I can't see or feel a huge difference, but I feel like I've been getting more compliments on my skin, so maybe this has helped. Overall, like, I'm pretty neutral about it, so I'm gonna keep using it till I run out, but if you're looking for a serum, this might be worth a try. This claims to like calm down your skin, be very soothing for your skin. So, and I do think it's like a night and day serum, so it's pretty easy to use. My next one is this makeup bag. This makeup bag is from Amazon and I love it. Maybe it's just because I am cheap and I haven't been investing in a good makeup bag ever. I always just use like free bags that I get from like a freebie or something that came with like a pack, you know what I mean? Yeah. Anyway, but I decided, okay, this year I'm upping my game. I'm trying to get really hot this year. I'm gonna up my makeup game, which means I probably need a better makeup bag. This was really affordable. I'll link this on Amazon. And look, okay, so it has this front zipper, which is all your brushes. I felt like it was very compact, fits perfectly into a carry-on and doesn't take up too much room, but it has like room for all my brushes and things. And then there's also little pockets in here that you can put like
little compacts or anything for your hair. It's kind of what I use it for, but overall it just fits everything so nicely, and I feel like it keeps it pretty organized and it keeps it pretty intact. And I hate digging into makeup bags. Like it's overstimulating for me when I'm already stressed out trying to get ready to go out. So I love that so much. The next item is more health and fitness related, and I need to give a shout out to my cousin Jackie and my sister Ash because they put me on this, and it is a treadmill that is very affordable. You just slide it under your desk, and I use it as a walking pad. And honestly, like, a goal for this year was to be more in shape and take care of my body better. And of course, like, everyone's obsessed with hitting like 5,000 steps a day or 10,000 steps a day or whatever. I don't get too obsessed about that, but in general, every time I eat, and as you know, like, I work from home, I'm editing a lot, I'm emailing a lot, and if I eat something, I'll go on the treadmill. If I'm taking a mental break where I just need to watch a YouTube video or like even scroll on TikTok, so I literally just stand up and walk for 15 minutes. Like, even that has been such a huge help, and I really do think it's helped my body like feel less lethargic after I've eaten or I've had a big meal. And I think it kind of motivates me to do like actual workouts, like go to the gym or go to a class, just because I'm in motion, like instead of just being on the couch all day, which is my usual MO. So yes, I love this freaking walking pad, treadmill, whatever it's called. I also see people a lot on social media who don't necessarily put it under a desk. They put it like in their living room or somewhere, and so if they're watching TV or whatever, they can just pull it out and walk. It's also great for winters since Seattle is super gloomy, super rainy, and like you don't really want to walk outside. Perfect for it. Okay, the last section, which is tech or content, productivity. I want to share about my lens and my camera that I'm actually using right now, and I've used for a lot of my vlogs and a lot of my short form videos too. I'm in love with it. I'm looking at the camera. I love you. I love you so much. It's really expensive, so I cannot say this is a small thing that improved my life greatly. Like, it's very, very expensive, but it has given me so much joy. Like, it makes me really excited to vlog because the visual essence that this lens captures, and guys, I don't color grade. I'm pretty elementary when it comes to technical capabilities around a camera. And so I would say, even out of the box, it's so, so nice. Like, I'm obsessed. And if anyone does have the financial means and wants to invest in nice camera gear, like, I would recommend this one. It's been perfect for vlogging and videos, and it's gorgeous. Like, really, it captures light in such a way. I mean, maybe right now it doesn't look that awesome, but it really does in different lightings, and it motivates me to learn about cameras more and want to try other cameras. I will link my former cameras that I used. I am a Sony girl, so both of these are Sony cameras. One's a Sigma lens and one's a Sony lens. So I'll link like the camera that I was on, which is way more affordable than what I'm using now. But still, I felt like the quality and the color and everything was still really, really nice. So I'll link an alternative for you. The next thing I want to give a shout out to is this Sony mic right here. So this Sony mic is so awesome. It looks like really simple. It has a little clip attached to it, and you essentially just clip it onto your shirt and you hit record. I feel like the quality of this mic is pretty underrated. So I noticed a lot of Korean reality shows or Korean YouTubers have this mic on. So my husband, being as savvy as he is, went online and found out what this was, and a lot of them use this mic, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna try it out, because I will say, if you're starting to make out content or you're interested in content, sound is way more important than visual. Like, majority of the time, if you see a crappy-ish video but the audio's good, it'll likely perform better than a video that has like pretty decent visual quality but the sound is crap. So this, I don't remember how much it costs, but I'll make sure to link it. I don't think it was too expensive though. I feel like it was pretty affordable, but it's great. And it is annoying in editing because you do have to link it up to your video, but for me, it's been worth it. And this has been my go-to mic when I'm not using my small DJI camera with its own mic. So love this. The next thing I want to bring up is the Pomodoro Method. And I found out about this method through Caroline Winkler, which is a YouTuber that I really like to watch. I'll link her channel below. And basically, this method is a productivity method. If you have any type of huge project that you're working on, whether it's a deck, an essay, you're editing a video, I don't know, you're working on art, like something that requires a number of hours, that is really daunting for me. Like every time I have to edit a video, I dread it, I push it off. I feel a sense of like, okay, like I need to brace myself before I go into this because it's a big chunk of work and something you're about to create, and it takes a lot of time. And so this Pomodoro method really helps you break it up. Basically, it is you work 25 minutes and then you take a 5-minute break. And during that 5-minute break, you're encouraged to walk around, like go to the restroom, go take a sip of water, scroll on your phone, whatever. I try to do that to kind of separate and then come back into work after that 5-minute break. And it kind of repeats that, I think, till you hit 4 sessions, then you get like a long 15-minute break. There is an app that I use on my phone. Yeah, it's literally called Pomodoro, and it's awesome. And I have, like, when I edit or when I work on scripts or whatever with this method, like, I just don't feel like death after. And I feel a little less, like, right before I go into working too. Because I'm like, you know what, just 25 minutes, you got this. You can focus for 25 minutes and like take a break. And so it kind of breaks it up, and then it ends up making me way more productive, especially for anyone with ADD, ADHD. I actually think it helps my anxiety too, like pre-working. So it really eases that for me. And at the end of the day, with those breaks, I end up working longer and I feel better. So I cannot recommend it enough, the Pomodoro technique or the Pomodoro method. I don't know if you can tell, but I don't know, last year was really tough because it was my first official year being a full-time content creator with income coming in and like understanding that this is a business, it's work, and it was just this weird mix of my hobby, like how do I grow it, how do I maintain good content, but I do promotions, and it was very confusing, and it still is, but last year was really tough mentally for me, and I feel like this year I'm getting into a better groove, and it's really exciting. And I really think a lot of these things that I've implemented really helped. There's more, but I feel like these are the first ones that I wanted to share with you. A couple things that I am aspiring to be better about are 3 things, which is meditation. So my head is really, really busy all day long. I'm just thinking about content. Even when I'm resting, I'm thinking like, oh, I could be making a video right now, or I could be like brainstorming a video right now. And so it's really hard to shut off my brain, which has not been good for my anxiety. And so I really want to get better about meditation and prayer. The other one is reading, and which I have been improving slowly since late last year. My goal for the last like 10 years has been to read 12 books a year. So 1 book a month-ish. And some of you may be like, I don't read at all. Some of you might be like, that is not hard. I read like a book a week. For me, that hasn't been a goal I've achieved yet. I think the closest I've gotten was like 7 books, but I am really trying to be a better reader, which will hopefully make me be a better speaker, especially on camera, be a better storyteller. So I'm just kind of wanting to be a better reader in general, which I've never been my entire life. And the third thing I'm still looking for is a mindless hobby. So when I was working a corporate job, like making videos was my hobby, and it would kind of give me life. And now that this is my job, I'm recognizing, okay, I need an actual different hobby. I've thought about knitting or crocheting, painting. I don't know. It's tough because I don't like clutter, so I don't like making things that I feel like will clutter my house too much, especially if it doesn't have a ton of utility. Not to dig on any knitters or crocheters or painters or anyone out there who has any of these hobbies, which are the 3 that I'm considering. But I'm still kind of in the search for a good mindless hobby. So if you have any recommendations, I could really use some. Thank you so much for watching this video, which was a little different, I would say, than my other content, but I feel like I have a good head on my shoulders this year, so maybe I could also continue this type of video and, I don't know, recommend little bits of little life lessons and sprinkle some advice, suggestions, whatever, recommendations on there if you enjoy them. Hope you have a wonderful week, and I'll see you in the next one.